Hey guys, we're going to be doing some gluing of some wheels, and I had a few tricks I wanted to show you that are helpful. One thing is I heard some guys will take their foams and they will cut the edge around so that the edge doesn't get stuck on when you're gluing them. But if you think about it, Proline makes these foams to fit these wheels properly. What I found is rather than cutting the edge of the foam so that you get the roundness that you want and you don't get any foam sticking on the glue, what you can do is just push these in like this on both sides and let them sit overnight before you glue them. And then when you take them off, they round themselves. See how they're rounded in? They do that on both sides, and it sticks in pretty nice there, and then it doesn't get in the way. The other thing you want to do when you're gluing is you want to look for any edges. Like right here, it's got an imperfection on the rubber there, and it needs to be trimmed. You can use a razor blade, you can use a scissor, use a little hobby scissor. You want to get all the little imperfections so that when the wheel, when the tire goes on the wheel, it's perfect. That way there's no inconsistencies. Also, you want to use either brake cleaner or some like rubbing alcohol. A lot of people recommend using the brake cleaner. You want to take the brake cleaner in a clean towel and you just want to rub the edge of the rubber where it's going to be touching contact with the wheel here, because there is oil and whatnot that gets into the rubber, and you want to get all that oil out of the rubber where it contacts the plastic. It helps give it a better contact. You also want to do the same thing on the wheel here. Take your rubbing alcohol or your brake cleaner and do the same thing. Rub it in the inside here and get all these areas clean. Some guys will even use sandpaper and rough it up a little bit inside of here. That'll give it a good contact for the glue, so you can do that as well. Anyway, I'm going to try to make a short video here of gluing. I've already cleaned these surfaces, and I need to just do some trimming, and then I'll be back. Okay, so this wheel I've finished trimming and preparing it. What I've done is put it back where I've passed the bead. Make sure that you're completely past the bead here. The foam has kind of sat, like I said, overnight. This is the other one. I have not taken that one back apart and cleaned it yet. This one's all clean, but I passed the bead again. Okay. Now I'm going to set up the camera so I can try to do this while the camera's sitting here. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, so anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put the camera, or put the bead all the way on, and all I'm doing is lifting real gently here, get the bead all the way. You can see that it just pops right in. Then I'm going to come over here to this side. I'm going to do the same thing. Just lift up gently on the tire, and the bead is just going to pop in. You want to make sure that you're not hanging up anywhere, that you can lift the tire and it pops right back nicely like it should, that you're not getting any binding. You can actually see the foam under there when you're lifting, so you can see if you got the foam caught in the tread or not. Okay, so now that I've got that, typically if you look, it's holding pretty nice. I don't really have any gaps, but a lot of guys are recommending you can use a rubber band, you can use a piece of Velcro. I've actually got a whole bunch of these Velcro straps, so there's 2 of them here, and it actually fits the whole tire really nice. So I can take this Velcro strap and squeeze it tight and cinch it down, which actually this one is on backwards, so let me, oh no, I just did it backwards. There we go. If I put this around here like this and I were to squeeze, it's going to hold the tire all the way around it really nice and snug on the wheel. Now I don't want to do this yet. I need to glue it first. So we'll start with the back, and what we're going to do is we're going to just peel this back. We're going to put glue in there. We're going to drop it, and we're going to go around. Now I don't know it might be easier, since I'm going to be lifting from this way, I'm going to move the camera over to the other side and see if that helps. See if that helps any. Let's see. Maybe I can prop that up a little bit more so the camera doesn't fall. Alright, cool. So let's see how this works out. We are going to take, this is CA glue. You can use any CA glue. This is medium. It says it takes 5 to 15 seconds to cure. If you use the thin stuff, they have thin, medium, and thick. The thicker it is, the longer it takes to dry. Medium's usually a pretty good deal. I bought these tips at my local hobby store. They were in a different bag before, obviously, and when you open it, they get all over the place. So take the tip. You don't want it quite as long as I have it here. You just cut it off, and then you lift the glue tip here. Make sure you get that on real nice. And we're just going to start going around. Here we go. There's one. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. And I can feel the glue starting to grab. Remember, when you do this, I can see right here that I actually have made it all the way around. Okay, now what you can do is you can do one side at a time, and so what you do is you can put your Velcro strap on now, like this, and I'm going to go ahead and lift this up just a little so when I get my pull here. Oh, here we go. Alright, then I'm just going to take my Velcro strap, tighten it up, and as you can see, it makes it bow a little bit here. That really gets down into it. You can see a little bit of glue wheezed out right here. The rest of it looks, pretty good. So let's see how that does. Anyway, like I said, it doesn't take long for it to dry. You can put the rubber bands on. Now what you can do is you can go around to the sides here and pull. And if you see any spots that lift back, you can just stick some glue back in it.